only national push week that we do every year as a company. So I'm really excited about it because this push week is really actually, I think, the best push week that we have because it's the only push week where you can win a ton of really great prizes at all different levels. And those prizes, when you total them up, can actually be worth over $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. I think push weeks are really great in this business because they're put together not to push customers to buy more Cutco. They're put together to actually, for you to push yourself to try something different, to go to another level, and to really step it up and expand your capacity and expand your horizon to get to that next level. And think bigger. I mean, push weeks are set up so that, when you go into a push week, you work harder than you've ever worked before. You do things, you sell more than you've ever sold before. And I've seen some people where they actually double or sometimes triple their career sales, especially when they're new in the business. Maybe they're at 10 or 15 grand in career sales, and they go out for a push week and they sell $20,000 or $30,000 and they triple their career sales in just 2 weeks. Imagine what that does for you mentally. Imagine what it does for your mindset. Imagine what it does for your business. The secrets to what myself and Sean Henry, who some of you may have heard the name Sean Henry, he's also from our division, works in multiple other businesses now. But Sean's big thing, like he owns the record for the highest amount of sales for a push week for RDC, for the Rep Development Conference. And so he did over $40,000 in 2 weeks a couple of years ago for this conference push week. And then I came in second place that year with $30,000. So basically what Sean and I did was we made sure that what we did after that push week was we sat down and we talked with each other about, hey, what did we do during those 2 weeks to sell $70,000 as the two of us for that push week. And we made sure that we really captured at the end of it what it was, what it took for us to make that happen. And then we put down some notes and we archived this information so we can access it later on anytime that we want to talk about push week. So what I'm going to share with you guys is the secret to what helped Sean have a record-setting push week at a national level and helped me have, at that point, my best push week ever as well. Now, I've had better push weeks since because now that I've done it and I captured this information and really made sure that Sean and I sat down and figured out what did it take, like what made it happen. I've been able to reference these notes that I have every single year, every time I want to go after a big push week and set myself up for success. And I talk about a big push week. When I say big push week, when I talk about making something magical happen, which I think is what you have the opportunity to do over the next 2 weeks, I'm not talking about a 30 or 40K push week. Because to me, a big push week or magical, making something magical happen is very relative, okay? It depends on who you are and what level you're at in our business. Now for some of you, a big push week may be 5K or 7K or 10K, okay? For other people in this room, maybe 20 or 30 or 40K. There may be somebody who's thinking about 50K or 60K to sell for this push week. And I think that that's possible. I've seen people have over $75,000 and $80,000 push weeks consistently in our business. So I think the first question you have to ask yourself is, what is big for you? What's your biggest push week? What is your biggest week ever? What is your biggest order ever? What is your biggest day ever? And really define those things for yourself so that you can determine what you want your big or magical push week to be. Number one, don't be afraid to fail. All right, don't be afraid to fail. Really simple. One of my mentors in life and in this business is John Berghoff. If you don't know who John Berghoff is, he started selling Cutco when he was 17. When he was 18 years old, he sold $267,000 worth of Cutco in 1 year. He was the first rep in company history to sell over $200,000, and he's gone on to do amazing things ever since. He's written a book. He's a top executive at another direct sales company now called Vitamix. And John's really one of the most intelligent, wisest people I've ever met. And the funny thing is he's actually younger than me. He's younger than most of us. So, and what John used to say is that on the other side of fear is freedom. So John Burrow, on the other side of fear is freedom. The point is this, guys. Don't allow the fear of failing to hold you back from taking on a challenge that could change your business or change your life. Don't allow the fear of failing to hold you back from taking on a challenge that could change your life. If you're one of those people who consistently sees a challenge coming down the road, or you run into a challenge and then you just kind of give up and maybe go in the other direction, I would encourage you to get a book by John Maxwell. It's called Failing Forward. And the whole concept of the book is all about embracing failure as something that helps you grow to the next level. Because quite honestly, guys, it's possible we could fail at anything that we go after, right? And with that possibility out there, the champions are the people who actually, in the face of fear, still go after what it is that they want to go after. Because they know that if they do fail, but they give it their best, at least they tried. And then on the other side of that fear is freedom, because they have the freedom to know that they did their best and they tried, even if they failed at hitting their goals.